So for this one, we're going to look at a 10 mark, which is from the summer 2018 paper. So reading the item and the question carefully. So it's asking you to read the item A. It tells you that not once, but twice, because it's really important that you do this. You need to refer to it in the item, and you might do this by saying, according to item A. The question's also asking you to analyse. That means look in detail and break down the steps in order to answer the question. It's asking you for 2 ways in this case, or 2. So that means 2 paragraphs, not 3, not 1, but 2. And it's asking you for ways in which the education system serves the needs in capitalism. So what we mean by ways is what processes does the school go through which then benefits capitalism, which is the outcome. So let's have a look at the item. What do we need to break down from the item? So the first sentence in the item is called a bit of preamble. It means it's a bit of waffle. So we need to look for the hooks which links to the question, serving the needs of capitalism, because capitalism needs a next generation of workers. Okay, so that's hook number 1, and that is our reproduction function. Then we continue to read. This makes capitalism potentially unstable. It needs or depends on the proletariat not seeking to overthrow it. So basically, that's hook number 2, which is our ideological function. So looking at in a little bit more detail what we would write for each of these hooks. So looking at the reproduction function, where we want working class workers basically, you could write about things like how working class students tend to be labelled by the teachers negatively, put in low streams, and then the outcome is that they're more likely to be failing, and that means that they'll be in jobs that are more likely to be low skilled. Or you could write about the correspondence principle, how working class students are getting ready to have that low paid alienating work, being, working for a boss, having a hierarchy and things like that. You would then analyse by comparing your classes, and you can evaluate by suggesting that some people reject the label. What about the second hook? This is more about the ideological function. So we don't want people to seek to challenge the system. So school is an ISA. We brainwash our students because we make them believe that it's a meritocracy. We know the reality is that this meritocracy is a myth, but we don't challenge it because we convince students that failure is a personal thing, and it's because they didn't work hard enough. We can compare middle class and working class students, and we can evaluate it by using Willis and the working class lads who saw through the ideology and then rejected this whole system. Okay, so thank you for watching.